Hey everybody, happy Monday. This is Roadblock and it's time for Browns talk again, and we got a big one today. Surprise, surprise. Cleveland has done it again. Head coach Hue Jackson fired. Offensive coordinator Todd Haley fired. Take a listen here and see what general manager John Dorsey and owner Jimmy Haslam had to say about this during a press conference earlier today.
I think we did what we thought was best for the organization. I think that we put the organization in a better place today than it was yesterday moving forward, and we're comfortable with the decision.
There were certain things that happened. I mean, from an offensive production standpoint, there was, minimization of offensive production. There were some plays that could have been made that were not made. And I mean, that's a player thing here. But I think right now in the best situation is what we're attempting to do here now is create the best environment moving forward, not only for the players, but for the coaching staff as well. And that's what our sole focus is on right now, is the second half of the 2018 season moving forward. And that's what our focus is on.
Hugh was put in a pretty difficult position his first 2 years with the talent we had, and we felt like he deserved a chance at a third year, and unfortunately it didn't work out the way we all hoped it would.
How frustrating or troublesome is it that there's still talk of dysfunction inside the organization at this point in your tenure? And when John talks about fixing the environment, how do you go about doing that?
Well, hopefully we made a big step today. I mean, it's very troubling. It's hard to win in the NFL. If anybody knows that, it's us. And I think the message today is we're not going to put up with internal discord, that we want people who are collaborative and work together. I think we have to do what we think puts the organization, and most particularly our players, in the best position to win. And accordingly, we made those decisions. I think we have made Greg Williams the interim head coach and Freddie Kitchens the offensive coordinator, and he'll obviously call the plays.
How did you guys come to the decision on Greg as the interim head coach?
Well, I think from Greg's standpoint, he has experience as a head coaching position. He's a veteran defensive coordinator with a really nice resume. And I think whenever you make decisions like this, I think it's really important for the Browns organization to collaboratively sit there and talk about this and find out who the best in-house candidates would be. And that's the decision we came up with.
This is not a throwing into the towel. It's a rebooting, if you will, an opportunity to give them a fresh start for these last 8 games.
So, what you just heard there means that these two guys are now gone to be replaced by this guy and this guy. The guy you saw there first is current Browns defensive coordinator Greg Williams, who will retain his defensive coordinator job while also taking over head coaching duties for the remainder of the year. Now keep in mind, Greg Williams has been a head coach before. Now this guy is Freddie Kitchens, who is currently the Browns running backs coach, but now he's also going to be the offensive coordinator, and he'll be calling plays in the NFL for the first time in his career. Now, some of you may be wondering, why fire Hue Jackson? Why fire Todd Haley? The Browns are 2-4-1 through a tough schedule with a rookie quarterback. Well, I'm going to tell you why. Despite the fact that the Browns are 2-4-1 this year, which is better than they've been the last 2 years put together, it's those last 2 years before that make all the difference. If you look at Hue Jackson's record since he arrived in Cleveland, 3-36-1. He's won 3 times, he's lost 36 times, tied once, and he's never won on the road with the Browns. The way I'm choosing to look at this is John Dorsey is protecting his prized asset and his number 1 overall draft pick from the draft last year in Baker Mayfield. Okay, there was obviously the last couple weeks at least some heavy tension in the air between Hue Jackson and Todd Haley, and this is basically Jimmy Haslam and John Dorsey saying, hey, if you two can't work it out, you two can't make it work, then you both can get. Pretty much, basically. And honestly, once Jackson was gone, there's no reason for Todd Haley to stay. John Dorsey already fired him once in Kansas City. There's no reason he was going to keep him around here in Cleveland. 3 head coaches on one team is a bad idea anyways. Hue Jackson is the head coach in Oakland, even if it was interim. And now he's the head coach in Cleveland, or was. Todd Haley was a head coach. Greg Williams was a head coach. Having all three of them strong personalities on one team was bound to explode at some point. Greg Williams is going to be running the show, and he can be as loud as he wants. As long as somebody's taking care of Baker Mayfield, that's all John Dorsey really cares about at this point, I think. So basically, let us know what you think about the Browns firing Hue Jackson in the comments below. Share this video on social media. Subscribe to the channel because we got more content coming up, including 5 possible candidates to replace Hue Jackson. We're going to drop that video tomorrow night. So until then, y'all have a good night. This is Roadblock with the Cleveland Browns channel, and I'm gone!